What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name's Bally, and I'm going to do a sub 5-minute kind of preview on Echoes of Elysium, a survival RPG where you can build and customize your floating fortress with up to 6 friends. So the game starts off and you have this floating kind of boat looking thing. It spawns you next to this island. You got no sails, so you can't really go anywhere, but you can go on that island and kind of get the resources that you need to build your first sails and your first simple boat pieces to build your crafting bench and research station. You pretty much just go up to raw materials and you can just hit them. It gives you like a hammer or something to start with and collect what you need. The building blocks in this is pretty straightforward. The grid is easy to follow, and it's not going to let you build where it doesn't want you to. The invention desk is used for researching all your recipes. The game also starts you off with this glider, which you can fly around. It's a little tricky to figure out how to use it, and you can run out of stamina and fall to your death. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty straightforward. I would like to see them implement kind of a slow descent feature in a future patch. But building your ship, you want to start off just kind of expanding it. You don't have to do it the way I did. I'm just kind of expanding it enough so I can get some sails on there and kind of start moving around. The backpack actually allows you to carry a decent amount of resources because you don't unlock the storage until later in the game. It doesn't take too long, but you've got to kind of invent some stuff and craft some stuff to get the experience required to unlock the storage containers. So yeah, right here I'm just building my first sails so that way I can get off this island that had enough, but I want to get some additional resources and get closer to those floating things in the sky. So driving the ship's pretty straightforward. Just WASD and control and space to control your ascent and descent. You want to avoid these bombs because they will blow up and damage your ship. I think later in the video it shows me falling to my death exploded because I ran into too many. There's also these birds that are kind of similar to the shark mechanic in Raft. If you played that, they'll attack your ship, but it's not as consistent as it was in Raft. It's kind of just random. But you can leave your ship anytime. You have that glider, so I would just make sure you park it where you're going to be able to get back to it. Once you figure out the glider, you'll kind of see how high you can get and how far away you can go. The islands do have these like robot-looking things. They're not too hard to fight, but when there's multiple of them, they can surround you and do some decent damage. Especially until you find the herbs to heal yourself. You just want to be careful with those. But unlocking the storage is huge because I did run out of backpack space pretty early on. I like the storage method because it connects to the crafting stations. And then, yeah, like I said, those enemies can kind of outnumber you and do some damage, but they're not too tough to defeat. And then you unlock a sword pretty early on, so you can fight them no problem. You can also unlock this drill pick and the chain axe, which makes gathering resources faster, especially really just when you're on an island, because you can cut down trees with the chain axe or drill, ores on the ground. It does give you some like ore chunks that you have to carry around, and you need like a refinery to actually process them. But I haven't unlocked that yet, so I can't show it to you. That pretty much sums up my first hour and a half of gameplay in Echoes of Elysium. If you've played Raft before, I'd definitely pick this up. It's very similar. Or if you're kind of interested in the RPG crafting survival genre, then think about picking it up for $18 on Steam right now. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Check out my other videos.